Hey, Ian here. In this video, I want to show you exactly how AI suggestions work and specifically how you can make custom requests. So as you probably know by now, we have an AI suggestions option, which every week we're going to automatically add some suggestions in there based on your domain and all the thousands of domains available in 3way.Social. Now, those suggestions aren't infinite. There's going to be just a number there just to give you an idea of the sort of options that are available. If you want more, we can then actually create custom requests. So what we're going to do today is dive into that. So first of all, I'm going to pick one of my domains I'm in the top level dashboard in my domains tab, and I'm going to choose, in this case, I'm going to choose appinstitute.com. Now, once you've fired through and used all of the suggestions that we automatically add to your account each week, you may decide you've just created a new blog post, or you just need some more suggestions, some more contextually relevant options for some backlinking action. So again, we head over to the suggestions tab here, and we can see right at the top here, we have this option, this button here, generate suggestions. Now by default, if we just click start content suggestions campaign, it's just going to use our default URL and anchor keyword. In this case, for App Institute, that's no code app builder, and obviously the URL App Institute. Now let's say, for example, we've just created a new article that we want to promote and then get some link love to it. So we can simply select our article URL and then just toggle the use custom campaign settings. In here, we can first of all add the URL, and then secondly, we can put in our anchor keywords specific to this URL. Now, obviously, if you've just written the article, you'll probably know what those anchor keywords were or are, and so you can just type them straight in. It may be you're wanting to use AI to suggest, based on the specific content of this article, what anchor keywords might be useful. So in that case, we can click the generate anchor keywords button. And again, AI will scan your page and then find or suggest keywords that are kind of reflective of the article. So in this case, we can see we've got the keywords app development, mobile apps, no code app platforms, user experience, and market research. Now in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove some of those, and we're just going to go for app development, mobile apps, and no code platforms. And now what I'm going to do is click the start content suggestions campaign button, and that's going to instantly go away based on our anchor keywords and this specific URL. It's going to look at all the other domains on the platform that register on the platform and look for other contextually relevant articles that contain these keywords, so we can then start to suggest or make requests to those for either giving them links from our article or in fact receiving links for those articles. Also, any domains that have guest post opportunities, we can also request a guest post. So here we can see, took less than a minute there, and we've got 170 suggestions based off that. And what we can see from the results here is on the left we have the different domains. Now you may find in this case, as we can see, there'll be multiple options per domain. Obviously a domain might have more than one article that is relevant. So in this case we can see the highlighted part, the keyword in this case, obviously one of the keywords we had was app development. We can see the title of the article, what are the advantages of no code approach for web apps. We can see the actual URL. So again, obviously we could open up an eyeball and have a look to see if that's something that's going to be relevant to us. And we can also see the linking options as well. So in this case, we could receive a link from the Boss magazine, or they're also open for guest posts. So as we can see that they've got quite a few different articles here that are related to the app development or no code platforms, which is obviously our core competencies in this case to the domain appinstitute.com. So it could be a good prospect for us to write a guest post for them, because we know that our content is going to be contextually relevant. Or if we just want a simpler approach, we can just go, and we know that they're open to giving links, so we could receive a link here. We could just request to receive a link insertion into this specific article. Now in this case, we can see they've got no code platforms. as a keyword, as well as app development in this article. So maybe this is the article, again, on the Boss magazine that would be great for us. So in this case, we can just click the request button, and we've got potentially 3 different options. And in this case, they're not open to give links. So we couldn't give a link to them. So they don't want to receive links. They only want to give links. And obviously, this is from the point of perspective of yours. Your perspective, so we can't give them a link, but we can request a link from them to our website. So I'm going to select the request link here. Of course, we could, if we want to feature a guest post, select the guest post instead, but in this case, let's go for request a backlink, and then we choose make request. Now here we can see we've already got all of the specific AI suggestion content completed in here. We've got the our original article that we used to generate this AI suggestion campaign. We've got the keyword that we know exists already in the article, and we've got the article URL here already. So all we need to do is click the send request button, and that's going to send that request off for that very contextually relevant article. Now, it might be that you want to have more than one suggestion from this particular domain, or it might be now that you've sent your one request, you don't want any more. And so what we can do is remove all of the suggestions from that domain, just simply clicking this little X button here, and we can see by default we're also ticking also delete all suggestions from this domain. So now that we've reviewed and made requests for that domain, we can delete the remaining suggestions, and now we're on to our next domain. And again, we can scroll through all of these. You can see we've got up to 16 pages at this point. We've now got 160 suggestions left to go through. In this case, again, we can review and see maybe that this one here, this one's talking about mobile apps and app development, or we could decide maybe that none of these are relevant in this case, and we can just, again, delete and then move on to the next domain. And we're going through and finding the right partner for us. And that really is as simple as that. Obviously, these suggestions will continue over time. Like I said, we will keep adding more suggestions each week. But if you ever want suggestions for a specific URL, or just more suggestions than we're adding by default, we can always go back to the generate suggestions. Even if we just want it for our standard domain, we can untick this and just click start, and then it starts the process again. I hope this video has been useful. Any other questions, please feel free to reach out to support. We're here to help. You take care. Cheers.